Okay, everybody, I'm back doing a 3DS review for Fantasy Life. And when I bought my 3DS a few weeks back, I think like the week of the 9th of February because it was my birthday. So I bought myself a used 3DS in this game, Fantasy Life, because one of my guys I watch on YouTube, Panic Man Chin, he played it and he recommended it. And I have to say, really good game. Uh, I never played Skyrim before, but I've heard tons of stuff about it. So I asked him if it was anything like Skyrim. He said in certain aspects, yeah, it was. So I went to Walmart, picked it up for $30, and I played it. Haven't beat it, of course, but I've started on it. I put about maybe 13 hours into it, and you start out as you can pick any classes: paladin, archer, cook, blacksmith, fisherman, miner. I forget the rest. I think cook. There's 12 classes in all you can pick. Uh, and as long as you're not in the middle of a story arc, you can change classes. So your paladin can become an archer. Your archer can then become a cook. Your cook can become a mage, so on and so on. So if you want to, your paladin can be, you can still be a paladin, but you still have the skills to be a cook, mage, blacksmith, so on and so on. But I started out as a paladin, then I switched over to an archer, a hunter rather, so I could use the boring arrow. I've unlocked my sleeping arrows, poison arrows, and a piercing shot. Uh, as far as my paladin, he just wields your standard sword and shield. But then I switched back to a fisherman so he could fish as well. But the world is pretty big for the 3DS game. There's so much to do. You can follow side quests, or you can follow story quests. And if you follow story quests, you can probably beat it in no time flat. But you have plenty of people you can meet, plenty of side quests. If you want to, you can just walk around and just fish all day long, hunt all day long, and not even touch the side story. I mean, the main story. Uh, just a really fantastic game. You could sink so many hours into it. Like I said, I've put maybe 14 hours into it, and I'm not even bored yet, which is the funny thing, because a lot of times I'll play an RPG and I'll get to the point to where nothing is going on, and I'm just like, oh, come on, The story just drags and drags. But so far, really good game so far. And I'm going to say something. When you switch classes, which are lives in this game, when you switch classes, you have totally different side quests than you would if you were an archer or a cook or a blacksmith. And I like that because this does what, oh, sorry. This game does what this game should have done. Borderlands 2. I beat this game once, and you may be thinking, what does this have to do with this? I'm going to tell you. This game is good, don't get me wrong. It's a RPG/shooter, and I played it as a commando. I beat the first story run. I'm on New Game Plus. But the one thing that gets me from starting over with a different character is, even if I switch to Zero, or if I switch to the Siren chick, whatever her name is, or I switch to the psycho guy that I forgot the character's name, but he got the two big guns. You're all, whatever class you pick, you're always doing the same side stories, the same side quests over and over again, no matter who you pick. So it kind of makes the story, kind of makes me rather just, not want to go back through the game again because you're doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. But with this game, you can switch to a fisherman and do totally different side quests than you would be doing if you would switch to a cook or an angler, a cook or a blacksmith, which gives the game a whole lot more replayability. And I like that a lot. I'm not ragging on this game, but it's just, I think this does it a whole lot better, I recommend this game a lot. And it's by the same guys that did the Professor Layton games, if you like those a lot. Which they're really good. So far the story, it's pretty funny. The art style, it's a little cutesy, but that's always been Nintendo, Very seldom have I seen them go with a realistic art style. And I know this isn't Nintendo, it's just level 5, but you know what I mean. So far, it's about some Doomstones coming down and turning creatures turning random animals into monsters or whatever. I haven't got that far into it. I think I'm like the second chapter, I think. Maybe not that far. But good game. I don't want to go into more because I don't want to spoil it. And I haven't got that far along in the story to spoil it. But if you're looking for a good time sink RPG, this is really it. And if you like grinding, this is the game right here. This is the game. And it doesn't, you know how some RPGs, when you grind, it just feels so tedious because you're grinding and it feels like you're grinding. But this game, you grind and grind and grind, and it doesn't feel like you're grinding because it's so much fun, But good game. Fantasy Life for your 3DS. Good game. Alright guys, I'll see you later.